Happy Monday to you. I hope you had a beautiful, restful weekend. Here we are with our check-in, our Monday check-in to see what can we focus on letting go of this week, this middle week of March. This is actually the I think I read somewhere, this is the 11th week of 2022. How's it all settling in for you and feeling for you? Before we get into the topic of what we're going to be focusing on letting go of, as you know, if you've watched these videos with me before, this whole idea of letting go, to me, letting go is just having some clarity on the pieces that no longer serve you, that we're always in a process of becoming, of, being clearer on getting to know you. Who are you at the core? And maybe a past habit or a mindset or a belief doesn't serve you anymore. In order to get really good clarity on that, it's also very helpful to know what's happening with the moon. The position of the moon, and the moon affects us, our own communications with us. So that's kind of why I add that into these conversations that I have. And if ever I say anything to you about the ideas of letting go or what's happening with the moon phases and you need some more clarity or support, please put it in the comments below or message me directly. I'm really passionate about helping people get unstuck by getting clear on what do you need to let go. And of course, we're all working collectively too. So, pieces that affect me, likely there's other people, or you might have something similar going on for you too. So all of that being said, we have a full moon on Friday, on the 18th. And it's the full moon is going to be in the sign of Virgo. This is very much about balancing, actually like balancing your physical and spiritual natures. It's also a feeling of wholeness and security and balance and flow. And so you might actually start feeling yourself as you go through this week, feeling yourself slowing down and being really reflective and just listening to the thinking process rather than needing to speak things out. Is actually really feeling your emotions and feeling your connectedness to the earth, feeling grounded. The reason I'm saying that is that we get affected by the phases, in particular the new moon and the full moon phases. We generally really feel them 2 days before and 2 days after. So this full moon arrives on the 18th. So we're going to start feeling this, about the 16th and maybe even before. If you're really tapped into the cycles and the flows around you, just notice, see what you notice and bring that in, breathe it in. So all that being said, just take a deep breath. Let's all land here together. Because what we're going to be letting go of this week, this is a big one. And I actually love that this is what we're going to work with while we're heading into that Virgo full moon, where it's going to help us get in touch with the deep inner wisdom and find that connection. Because the card that we're going to be working on this week is the past. So, I said that the idea of letting go is being aware of what doesn't serve you anymore. Who are you becoming? What can you acknowledge and say, thank you, that helped me in that moment or in that situation or in that scenario, but I don't need it now? Are there pieces of your past that don't connect with you anymore, or who you have become or who you are becoming? So just feel into that. See, is there stories or beliefs or anything that's related to your past? Is it time to put that down and start crafting your new story? Like I said, if anything comes up in these conversations and you need a wee bit more help or support or resources or ideas, please put it in the comments below or message me directly. I'm here for you. Now, all that being said, with these sessions, I read out of my guidebook to help you go a wee bit deeper, and then I'm going to pull 1 tarot card and 3 of Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels cards. So, the past. Going to be letting go of the past. No easy feat, right? So, stop living in the past. There is absolutely nothing to gain if you wallow in mistakes that you've made in the past. We've all experienced hurt. You can't be an adult in this life who hasn't experienced some form of emotional pain, one kind or another. It's what you do with that hurt that's more important than the hurt itself. Would you prefer to get back into being an active participant of your life? Or do you prefer to ruminate endlessly about the past and something that cannot be changed? Take past mistakes or challenges as lessons learned and move forward. You cannot wholeheartedly move on to a better future if you're constantly looking behind you. I've said that before. You don't go where you're going by constantly looking in the rear view mirror. Maybe it's time to fully engage and look forward. Things happened, and that's that. It's time to move on. Take a deep breath and choose to move forward with grace and ease. And that's what I was saying to you, that the energy of this full moon in Virgo is really supporting that whole aspect of doing a little bit of a reset, check in with yourself, and then move forward at your best rate and rhythm with grace and ease. I love that. Of course, things don't disappear on their own. You need to make the commitment to let it go. If you don't make this conscious choice up front, you could end up self-sabotaging any effort to move on from this past hurt. Like I said, I hope you can feel into the power of this too, of letting go of the past, of really just creating some space and time to be with yourself, to listen to the inner whispers, to unite your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects with the mental thinking piece. I've talked about this before, about the accessing all four pillars of yourself, or PEMS. So your physical, your emotional, your mental, and your spiritual. This is it. This is the week. We're really powerfully stepping into that and moving forward with all four of those aspects unified, balanced, and that's what creates that grace and ease as we look toward our future and create our own brand, our own flavor of auspiciousness. So, as I was saying that, I was shuffling my tarot cards here. Let's see what tarot card comes up for us on this. Oh, this is awesome. That's funny. I had a funny feeling this one would come up. It's the Lovers. So, can you be your own unconditionally loving connection to source energy, connection to all that you are? Can you bring that in? Breathe that in. And you know, the other part of this Virgo full moon is about feeling grounded. So can you really envisage yourself, and this is a wee bit about the energy of that Lover's card too, is can you see yourself as the conduit of the connecting the heavens with the earth? Whatever your way of seeing that is, you know, the universe or source energy, we are the connector. And that's very much of a loving kind of energy. So by letting go of the past, can you be present, stay grounded, and be what you actually intended at a soul level, and share your uniqueness, your gifts, your piece of the puzzle. Oops, it's that card that wanted to come out. Beautiful cards come out for today. So the first one is music. So you know, I said about the getting in touch with your inner wisdom, your deep inner wisdom. Do you like to use types of music to help you access pieces of you, or calm your thinking process down enough to really get in touch with that? So by doing that, listen to the music. Choose some music, some uplifting music, some introspective music, some meditation music. All of those are really good to help you become that powerful manifester that you actually are. We all are. Sometimes we forget that, and sometimes we need to just create a wee bit of a space and a reflective time to just look at what is it you're manifesting. Is it in alignment with what you prefer, with what your dreams are? And Above all, this leads us to really access our own truth and walk forward with truth and integrity. So powerful, powerful week ahead. I hope this all makes sense. And like I said, if you need any support or more ideas on this, please let me know. I wish you a beautiful, powerful week ahead and embrace that full moon in Virgo. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Much love to you. Have a beautiful week ahead.